everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Manning's Giants going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. Ready for football now from sunny North Carolina. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a time. Out defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the D-line's going to spread out. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On first down, Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down after a good game. Give it. .22 on that one, and it'll move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And the back goes into motion. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now Stewart on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete. And he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. It's caught. Tolbert. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Ooh, that's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on 4th down.
Newton gives off to Stewart, and an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Panthers are set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Newton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his fullback, Mike Tolbert, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And the defense for New York.
Landon Collins is built like your typical tackle-first safety, but he does have the ability to play that.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Looking for someone to throw to. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Damon Harrison. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Halfback sent in motion. On 4th down, Newton. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack.
Wait on me, clown.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
On second down, here's Manning. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Okay, I have to take a second here and talk about Greg Olsen, the tight end for the Carolina Panthers. 3rd straight year over 1,000 yards in receptions. And guess what? That's the first time that's ever happened in NFL history. 3 straight years by a tight end.
That's really something. Now 31 years of age. They're going to need him next year to turn it around because a very disappointing season.
Not the season anyone expected, least of all the Carolina Panthers, but he's a building block that they can go ahead and get back to form starting in 2017.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's got time. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it and predict.
Let's go. Let's go.
predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Manning going to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead they said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by all.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now play number 7 of this drive, and it's a tough 3rd and 9.
I went up on this fucking ass.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Can't find anyone open. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. And Gould is able to put it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. managing risk. This is a big decision here.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything. And sometimes...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now they send the tight end in motion left. To the air again. Newton.
No, get down.
That's caught at the 1. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Dumb as hell.
And they're going to speed things up here. A final shot before the break. Newton. That's caught at the 3. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Position, man.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Manning. Hard throw, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 4th and 3. Here's Brad Wing now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And taken right at the 35. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to have a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Newton.
Look at that. Give me that pick.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And some room to roam now.
Pick 6.
There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm finna smoke anyway. I am a juggernaut of the game. I put my players in a position where they can win, where they can compete. What? What'd you say? What my ass and make her go to sleep? She'll go. Whoop her ass. Make her go to sleep. Take the penalty. Move it down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
On to the next opponent. Let's go, man. I don't want to damn play no more. Let's go. Who's the next opponent? Let it run out again. Gives it down.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Stewart is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle.
Run the ball.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it's a second down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They get to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let and got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. On first down, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton.
Oh,
ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. New York set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
It's a quarterback sneak. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
There's no doubt that 2nd and 1 is a time when teams like to take a big shot downfield and try and pick up a big play. In this case, they're content running just the quarterback sneak and getting exactly what they wanted, a first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning backing up. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing is Manning on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A.J. Klein with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Ginn. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Jason Pierre-Paul getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing is Newton. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down. When you want 3, get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Finds a man. It's Olsen. Call it a gain of 5. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Manning going to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On play action, it's Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Manning gonna throw here. Drops it off in the flat to Jennings. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Rashad Jennings, 30 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here. We'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Send that request. I'll take care of you. Send that request.
On 2nd and 10.
I don't have to send shit. I beat your ass. You send it.
Over the middle. And able to get this one across the
You know what it is? Send the request, clown. Send the request, nigga. Send the friend request. I beat you down on the regular.
So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you?
You didn't even fucking compete.
You didn't even compete.
Interception last drive there. It's the reliable target.
I sent a friend request. I sent a friend request. You didn't even compete. You didn't even look. That's bullshit. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. You scored 7 points. Shut up. You scored 7 points. Shut up. You ain't scored shit. You garbage. Whatever, clown. Whatever, I know. I know. I'm going to send a friend request. I'm going to send a friend request,
it's just something maybe
get your
positive
game
to
up.
look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally.
I'm finna send it right now, clown. I'm finna send it right now, nigga. I'm finna send it right now. I know you got beat down. You should be mad. I'm here, nigga. I sent it. I sent the clown. I sent the friend request.
They'll wind up about
I
4
sent
yards
it.
shy of where he would
I
have been if
sent
he'd
it.
taken a knee.
Accept it,
As
nigga.
they'll start
I
at
beat
the
you down on the
21-yard
regular,
line.
nigga.
And here comes
You
the
can't fuck with
Giants
me,
offense
clown.
back out onto the field. Getting
Yeah,
down to the end
accept
here,
it,
they
nigga.
have a
I beat you
2-score
down
lead, barely,
again.
but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach
I
feel a
will
lot more
beat you
comfortable right now,
down
doesn't it, Charles?
again.
It
I
does, but
promise
it doesn't
you.
mean now you
You
go out
thought
and
I was
option
going
or
to
some kind
Odell
of
Beckham. I never
reverse
did
or
go to
anything
him
like
one
that.
time.
But you
Get
do
down.
know that if anything
Throw it
does go
away.
haywire, you're
I don't
still
have
in
to show
control
you
of this
shit,
game.
nigga.
I want a double
Game
reverse,
over.
don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in
You
this
got your ass
situation.
beat.
We'll see
Shut
what
up.
happens here.
Shut up, clown. Shut up. Shut up. You got blowed out. Shut up. Yeah, I'm running. Why would I? What I supposed to do? What I supposed to do, clown?
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football.
Get off of me,
now,
man.
the defense, what are they going to do
Game
on
over.
3rd
I
down?
just see Lil B. I'm going to send it right
Just
back.
4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Nah, you don't deserve it. You ain't doing shit. You just played at home. You just played at home. You lost. Shut up.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room, and then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.